Hybras, a fledgling colony trying to dig its fingernails deep enough into the spongy fungal fabric of the reach to cling on when hard times come. It is a sad truth that many more settlements are founded than flourish. Hybras, nestled amidst sprawling, sporing gardens of fungus. Hybras is a colony of octogenarians. There's no way that's fine. Rotting buildings slouch gently into decay. Maintenance is poor, the population aged. An insect speckled with fungus flies past drowsily. Growth asks no license. Reads a barely legible sign stalks into a collapsed pile of fungal eggs. Okay, let's meet a venerable welcoming party. The wizened mayor approaches. Wizened. His back is bent, but his face is steady. He has a firm handshake. Welcome to a little hideaway. Watch your step, that one's about to fruit. True enough, the little white sack at your feet suddenly splits. Snaking tendrils of red fungus explode outwards. The mayoral assistant, a severe woman slightly less advanced years, guides the mayor to a nearby bench. You may stay as long as you like. Something is changing in Hybras. Ominous. Let's get the report. Life moves slowly here. There are arguments over the rules of bowls, and the correct amount of time to steep tea. The station master seems to avoid the villagers. There is an unusual, unique quality to the starlight which filters through the underside of the caps. Okay. We were looking for her, and we also have that there. Okay, let's first get rid of someone before we find someone new. Hunt in the woods. Oh no. Actually, we will do that last. A filmmaker should be difficult to miss in this hushed, secluded place. We are looking for Madame Lumière. Loud curses lead you towards an elderly woman fiddling with an antiquated camera. She sighs and shuts the frame. That will do, she offers a trembling hand. Lumière, once a renowned explorer, and filmmaker now, as you see. A cough rattles through her. You from New Winchester? I live with you. I can pay my way. I'm done here, and my lungs won't tolerate much more of this. She smiles wanly. I've a première to plan. Okay. Take tea. If this can get our terror down a bit, that would be quite good. Let's first explore the settlement. Hybras has only a handful of buildings, clustered among falls of fungus. Yet life goes on here. We've read that. Several colonists tend the allotments, while others sit squabbling outside the Brandon. Periodically, a lady emerges with tea and fungal crackers. A carpenter struggles with the fretwork on the new town hall. The carvings are of factories and faceless workers. I can't remember what they looked like, he says sadly. Okay, let's go take a tea. The only lodging house in Hybras, and the only building with more than one story. The smell of stewed tea permeates the dilapidated boards. A large woman of advanced years produces a pot of green tea and doilies from a mouldering tea chest. She blows the spores off the cups. Back there I used to read the leaves on our breaks. She peers into your finished cup. I'm sorry, I don't see a long future for you, my love. Make the most of what you have. Why, thanks. Did that not get my terror down? Wander the wilds. That sounds risky. Let's talk to the mayor first. Everyone here is very old indeed. Is there a lower age limit on settling in Hybras? We asked that to the mayor. The wizened chuckles. Oh no, we'd welcome youth, but we don't get many settlers coming out this way. We are happily secluded here. He smiles wistfully as, across the marsh, his mayoral assistant trances an unfortunate at bowls. Francis and okay, unfortunate refers to a person who is unfortunate. Okay. Our best years were spent by others. The wizened mayor glances towards the town hall, where preparations are being made for a performance. We have plans to hopefully change that, though. Can you extract hours from people? And how do they plan to change that? That can't be good. Wander the wilds. You know what? Let's do that with someone first. If a colony of sentient mushrooms was going to establish itself anywhere, this would be the place. Sure. The cryptozoologist leads the way, following a melodic hum in the air. Soon enough you find it. In a pus-soaked hollow, a chorus of ptarmigans howl in perfect harmony. I can't see, whispers the cryptozoologist. I need to get closer. She sneaks towards them, but stealth is not one of her talents. They scatter. Wait, she calls, giving chase. I just want to record you. You leave her to her hunt. She seems happy enough. Okay, we got rewarded for that. Well then, let's go to the wilds. Swamp and marsh, fungus and front. Nowhere in the reach has been so thoroughly colonized. It would be a shame not to see the sights. You enter the fungal forests of Hybras. Clouds of spores drift through the ropey tendrils of freestanding fungus. Giant ants, pierced with spines of mushroom, crawl to the tops of the trees to better spread their spores. You wander amidst the webs and arches of mushrooms for some hours until you stumble across a shallow graveyard. Each headstone bears a number of 7 digits or more. Barely covered in the shallow earth are sets of manacles. That's it? What about the... It does not give a rat's ass about what I'm doing here. Okay. We could buy ministry-approved literature. Best kind, as we all know. We could trade. Thankfully, they sell supplies. Oh, and seeds. How many do we need? Where is it? Inventory. 5. Well, we certainly have room for that. Hey. Okay. And where were we to sell that? Titania. Okay. So now we have a reason to go to Titania. Although this does not represent that much money, but hey. It will help us find a place at least. I'd like to take tea again. I does get the terror down just a little bit. I will drink so much tea here. It's not going down anymore, is it? Is it? It is. Okay, let's do that a bit more. I'm anticipating a trip. Well, either I go back that way. I know it's bad. We're gonna take Terra, but at least I know it gets there, and I know in how long. Or I could go the other way. I don't know how long it is. I know it is at least that long. So at least... well, yeah, at least as long as that. But I can go back to get supplies, and the fuel is not really an issue, so sure, I can do that. We still have 3 full units of fuel. Okay, let's go. We could scout here to find a way towards what could be here, but I am not gonna tempt fate when I already am in a... precarious is not the word, but it's not the most comfortable situation to be in. A gator's way. That's straightforward. So this place is just remote and hard to access. Let's send the scout away, we can afford to. Don't like it here, Captain. An engineer complains. Rest of the crew murmur. She speaks for them too. Oh. Oh! Keeps going. We can take it. We will, however, hug that. Although, well, I'd like to know what's here. If there's anything indeed. Okay, probably a way here. And no way there, okay. Send the scout away again. Nothing to report. Over with it. Is that cannon more accurate than the previous one? It kind of feels that way. I am not in a good spot. I should try to finish it fast. Okay. I was my back to the wall, which is not what I want. Stuff. Hey, I like stuff. It's gossip again. These marauders have nothing but gossip. That's bad. Okay, well that's quite easy to dodge. I cannot dodge anymore though. Okay. Gain sovereigns. Let's just gain stuff. Ah, it's gonna be gossip again. I shouldn't have done that. Because we found other things at the beginning of the playthrough in those cabins. But here it's only just gossip. Mining stuff. Oh, and we are back to the circus. Okay. Let's find whether there's a way here or not. I mean, there must be. There is a way here, it's probably leading to Carillon. And whatever could be here. Let's not go further than that. Oh hey. Well met, please die. Haha! Oh. Just go past. It's too close for comfort, but try to fight it there. Jesus. We've got good guns. Oh. No, no, no. That is so bad. Really? Okay, so I should not try to get close to shoot. Because it doesn't work. Unusual cargo or hull. That much hull is not going to be expensive to repair, and we do not expect to be fighting because we are back to the safety of New Winchester. So we will loot the hold. A distressingly ordered barrel. Uncanny specimen. Okay. And what was that? Same. Jewelry. Hey, it's not gossip. We are gonna need to deal with our terror. Actually, we don't have to stop here because we already have a port report. I do not expect there to be anything here. So we can just go back here and there. Maybe hit Port Haven. That's 100 sovereigns. But terror is worrying here. I guess our next trip is gonna have to be to Magdalene's. Do we have a name on that horror? Faith is full. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm going straight to New Winchester and then Magdalene's. Terror is too high for comfort. Tensions are high and the crew are making mistakes. The preternaturally fertile seeds of the reach must be stored with the utmost care. A flicker of light, a lap of moisture, and they burst into violent growth. Like the sack in your hold, from which questing vines have groped, notching around your cargo. Remove the sprouting sack to the galley. You won't save the seeds, but you may increase your supplies. Try to salvage the sack of seeds. Could go quite wrong, I would expect. Throw away any sacks that show signs of quickening. We will take no chances. That's a shame, because then we won't have the seeds we need for titania. But I think we have one in store, so maybe we only lose one. Your crew would prefer this, sure. Terror has fallen. We lost 4. We will never be doing that order. It's not even worth money. Gee. You gather any sack whose seeds show the slightest hint of green or any quiver of life and spill them into the sky. Your crew are glad to see them go. One tells a story of a captain who acted too slowly, whose locomotive was choked with ferns. We don't want our metal to be choked with ferns, don't we? English hard. So we lost 4. I think we paid 40 apiece, so we just lost 160 sovereigns, which is not the end of the world. Most importantly, we lost the money we could have made on that, but that's too bad. Number one reason for going to Hybras was anyway just for the quests in Hybras. I guess I am not ever accepting any more prospects for burning seeds. It's not worth money and we can just lose the cargo all at once. That's... okay. Port reports. We don't care about that. Oops. Okay, first thing we do, hit the bank and store that. I don't want to hear about it anymore. And then also souls for Pot Prosper. I think we have that. Yeah, we have a reason to go there. That's very good. Terra has fallen down considerably upon hitting New Winchester. Okay. So we do this, we do that. How much do we think it will take? 2 fuel and 2 supplies, I guess. So we just go to the market, buy some fuel. We have a half more than that, so we are quite good. And let's just... That's not the button. Yeah. Can we abandon prospects? Yes. That's just bad. Take it away. Oh, we still don't have ammo for Port Prosper. Which is a shame. But I don't think we know of any place to buy it. Can't buy Jack here. Okay. No prospect leads us to Magdalene's, right? This is Port Haven. Port Prosper, Port Prosper. Okay, so we just go to Port Prosper. Get the supplies from the horological grill that we will finally deposit there. Yeah, and that's just good. Only thing I can do before that is repair locomotive. And I don't think it would be worth recruiting 1 crew. We were supposed to deliver the Lumiere. Right, okay. Let's do that. Drop off Madame Lumiere. She's eager to get back to work. She gives you a brisk handshake as she departs your locomotive. Better accommodation than I'm used to. Now I have a premiere to plan. You're invited, of course. It will be next week, assuming I haven't keeled over. She bustles off into the smoke of New Winchester. Your quartermaster complains that it's going to take weeks to get the Spores out of her berth. Okay, so I guess come back later. Inventory is actually interesting. Searing Enigma, an incalculably precious discovery. Don't look at it directly unless you want to scald your blood. Huh. Okay. Let's just get going. To Port Prosper. Oops. Do the things, and then I guess we don't really need to go to Magdalene's anymore, actually. Terra went down considerably, so maybe we get supplies there and then we can just explore. And since it will get us Terra, then we can, yeah. Norio is right here. It's going up now. What are you? A glorious Dreadnought. Okay. I don't think I want to fight that. Because its armor is made of gold. It's unbeatable. Okay, so deliver the fastidious inspector. Thank you, Captain. Here is the balance of our agreement, and as promised, a requisition order for fuel and supplies. She casts another glance at the incomplete clock tower. Given the apparent state of construction, I'd recommend you visit the work site. There may be an opportunity here. And thank you for the pleasant conversation, Captain. The sky can be a lonely place. You enlivened it. I have included a small additional sum in your remuneration as a token of my gratitude. Oh, okay. They plan to call it the Albert Clock in memory of the deported Prince Consort. But there's a way to go yet. The roof isn't finished and the clock neither ticks nor bongs. That's a critical defect for a clock. You can see the fastidious inspector up among the workings with a spanner and a can of oil, showing the workmen how it's done. Ask the horse foreman what they need. Perhaps you can secure it. Bronzewood, the foreman wheezes bluntly. One consignment. They sell it at Trader's Wood and Palmian Plainties, I hear. And a gourd of Chorister nectar too. This bunch of workshy ingrates constant shouting at, and my voice has given up the ghost. Some nectar should have me bellowing again like a champion. Carillon's your best bet there, or Titania, the flower town, will pay like. Okay. How much? Just one. So I should write it down. So I will keep the cell munitions order here because we still need one. But then one bronzewood and one Chorister nectar. Okay. Take a leave. Write a port report. We can take tea at the Admiral Nelson Shore. The most famous cafe in Old Port Prosper is open today. The Admiral Nelson is Port Prosper's most exclusive tea house. West Enders congregate here to sit amongst the many little tables of ornamental shepherds and bulldogs, and drink tea from little saucers with Her Renewed Majesty's face on them. The Admiral Nelson is so exclusive in fact that it opens only occasionally and never does anything so crass as advertise. People know by word of mouth, initially at least. Afterwards, most prosperous join the queue. Okay, well we can do that and we are guaranteed to succeed. Eavesdrop. There is much that can be learned here at the heart of polite society, if you're discreet. Just hope I'm not getting gossip out of it. You make yourself as unobtrusive as possible behind a complicated flower arrangement. A vice reine and a duchess are engaged in the most unbecoming war of words, as they jab their butter knives into a shared meringue. A young diplomat is apparently thinking of a fresh start for himself in Albion, having quite ruined himself with dissolution in the unknown frontier. A skyfarer long thought dead has returned, to general disappointment. No, the one we heard of was not a skyfarer, he was a vagabond guy. Skylark. Her stories about life in the Reach are very much not the thing. I do not get the insinuation here. Okay. We have to go to the bazaar for souls. There we go. We made a pity, but... no, actually, that's the reward for doing it in full. We were paid quite a lot. Okay, and there still is that. Should we get some? Where are we going next? We are going to explore that, I guess. Right, there was no way here. So we are just gonna explore that. So we don't really want stuff in our hold. Right. Right, it's ours, we can get there. Okay, so we can just explore. And I think that's what we are gonna do, but just not today. We'll do that next time.